Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Not Well. I am Bobby.
And I
don't know why I just did this really creepy, I'm Bobby, and I leaned up towards the camera like a fucking freak. Now you're showing your nails. Happy Pride, Queens. Happy Pride.
Hi, gay. Happy Pride Month. We are sashaying away with deals. This month at the Butter Shop, we're running a special deal. If you can prove that you're queer, you get 3 pints off your choice of creamed, chucked, or drowned butter. And
This
if
is
you
the-
do not
And
sip,
drowned
you
butter,
get 4.
that's a thing for me.
We love gay.
What is, you know how they're always drawn, or is it drawn butter? You know when things are served with drawn butter, lobster tails,
Oh, yeah.
crab legs,
So it's drawn from the
food
melted.
you couldn't afford to eat as a child.
I'm sorry.
crab legs.
Honey, crab legs? Actually, we always had crab legs.
Maryland blue crab.
No, Alaskan snow crab.
Actual. Oh my God.
Yeah, honey.
I ate a soft shell crab last night.
Some of them are. Oh, is that illegal?
It's just gross to most people because it's just like
Well, it's
the whole thing, shell and all. You eat the whole thing.
Oh no, yeah, I can't.
Have you ever done that?
No, I can't do like
including the middle part.
No, I
which
can't
you're
do the
like, what's in
guts.
there? Yeah, it's like,
No.
what is that?
Nope.
I'll tell you what it
That's
is. It's delicious.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. I'll
And it's
take your word
crispy
for
on
it.
the outside. You saute them or you fry them.
Where did you go?
Mecha.
He went to Mexico.
I don't really know I think it's Mecha Noodle Bar.
Nice.
It's across from North Star.
Yeah. Okay. So I went to High Street on
Yeah, I bet you did.
Saturday.
Saturn. Okay. It's a trigger word.
There was a not art thing. What was it?
Gallery hop.
Gallery
it's
hop.
the first Saturday of every month.
Yeah, but it was outside and they blocked the street off.
It's
and
nice.
it was
Yeah,
okay.
No, but it's nice that they do that.
No, and it was okay. It was okay.
You know?
I don't know where I was going with that though.
No one really did, but Mecha is in the
Oh
short
no!
north.
So what I was saying is though, there's a lot of. I'm so fucked up right now. What the hell?
saying, no.
Well, here's the other thing. I got my ear irrigated, and so I was like, I literally started sweating, and I was like, I got.
Yeah,
like,
when
I was gonna throw up.
When I walked in, I looked at you. It's like, have you been at a water park? You looked drenched.
I was drenched. I'm still a little
You're
drenched.
still a little moist. I feel.
I mean,
Yes.
literally was freaking out.
Now,
Sort of
what's
for a
it like down there?
in my pussy?
Yeah,
She's dry.
crickets.
Whoa, girl, fuck.
And we've heard she's dry, but I didn't want to say anything.
Well, and that's the tea.
That was
Google Voice.
You were looking up.
Google Voice. Because I don't think anybody's called us, but I just want to check.
You're on the goose chase.
Google Voice.
Google voice.
Cutie boys, it's been a minute. Oh, we have a voicemail.
Voicemail.
Honey.
I can't believe we actually have one.
Well, I can give you one guess on who it is.
TH.
Cut E boys. Hey, it's been a minute, but I'm back.
Black or
I have two
I think
questions.
white.
One, when you are seeing somebody harassed in public or yelled at or violently attacked, do you take your phone out? Do you help them? What do you do in a situation like that? And also, do you give a fuck about Gay Pride Month? Like, the fuck?
Oh,
Anyway,
that's a loaded one.
bye, you
It's-
fucking cute bitches.
Aw, that was
Thatcher.
Thatcher. Thanks for calling and making sure, like, giving us a little update
Honestly,
on you.
for making my day.
We were a little worried.
'Cause we were getting
concerned.
worried.
We were concerned. Your first question's a very interesting one for me.
I know what I am.
I panic.
You do. I am a helper.
I'm a coordinator. I'm like, is there a
running at it.
doctor?
Yeah, you're like,
Somebody call 911. Oh, over here. Like, I'm directing traffic. I cannot be the one that's like, I always tell everybody, if you choke in front of me, I don't know if I can save you. I panic when
Heimlich. You can't do the Heimlich.
people it freaks me out.
Just remind them that they can do it themselves with a chair.
I just want one of those little choke things, those little, and it sucks it out of their mouths. Do you know what I'm talking about? They do it for kids now. They have like these little,
A suction device. Like
yeah,
a,
and the kid's like, oh. Have you ever seen that where it goes all over the whole entire face and then they push down and they pull out and then it pulls the
know.
whatever's in their throat out?
That's kind of cool.
I know, it actually is really awesome. Somebody made a lot of
That's a
goddamn
good
money.
That's a good idea.
That is a good idea. It's something that we didn't think of, and that's
So
why
what
we're
were you
still
talking
here.
about before that?
I have no fucking clue.
No, I'm like, are we talking about choking now? Oh, and in a situation where you see a bunch of things going on that you don't like, for me, I realize I rush towards it but only if it's something that I feel passionate about.
Right. So, like, if there's a fight and somebody's getting beat up, are you going to go in there and be like, stop?
Yes, if I feel like that one person shouldn't be getting attacked or they're being ganged
You would
up
do
on,
that?
I'd be like, guys, what's going on?
Guys, I'm a dad.
Trust me, I've tried to break up fights before, and only like one.
I do too.
I'm 1 for 2.
I'm actually the guy that breaks up fights too. I'm always one that's there like,
Because I'm like, why are you fighting? Like, either you're ridiculously drunk and you shouldn't be, you're just doing this for fun, or if you're really that angry, like, how do you want this to end? Are you going to kill the other person?
I know, that's what I always think of,
because you're fighting over what?
like, you're mad and you're going to beat him up, but like,
I'm like, for what?
for what? You're going to hurt your hand.
And
like,
then he's mad at you for the rest forever. And then when you're alone, he's going to beat you up. And then it's like,
It's like,
you're
just
gonna,
suck each other's dicks.
Unless you're going to kill him, don't fight.
well, and honestly, that's what is, I think
People
is
should
so
just
weird
know
about
the
that.
threat is real. Oops.
I'm not actually a fan.
But I am. Yeah, so I don't know. It depends on the situation for me too, as well. Like like for example, when we saw
Yeah.
the girl get hit by a bus that one summer, that's still trauma on my mind.
First of all, she got ran over by a Toyota SUV.
Your first instinct was, I need to go see if she's okay, just because that's who you are.
And so I did.
And I'm the one that's like, oh
She
God,
was not okay.
I back away
Right.
slowly. I'm like, oh my
yeah,
God.
you're like,
Ugh, that was so
you and
fucking,
Dave were just standing over here. And I
that was
like,
so weird.
And then
I
I'm
cannot believe
shouting around. I'm like, she's dead.
Yeah, it wasn't good. Anyway,
Wow.
so yeah, it
way to
depends on
bring-
the situation.
Way to bring that up. So you run away, I run in.
It depends though. Like if I have to,
When
I'm
have
not
you
gonna-
really like gone and inserted yourself in something like that?
or in anything
Scary.
at this point. I'm
Anywhere we see in the bar or anything, it's all you're always the one to be like,
no, I'm.
"No."
Yeah, right. But that's
You
my
pull
move.
me away.
Right.
Okay.
That's the move before I have. That's
Yeah.
me stepping in.
okay, to protect.
Right.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I'm doing it before
'Cause you'll
something
be like,
escalates.
don't go over there.
I'll be like, hey, no,
Yeah.
no. I'll like totally
You'll be
block.
like,
bitch, I'll block
You've
your
done
ass
that to me
off.
like a couple times.
And I know
where
it
I'm
pisses
like,
you off. I don't
I'll
care.
be like, okay, I guess I'm not doing that.
And then you'll say smart ass Mark. Then be like, well, let's just go back and go to sleep then. I guess that's probably what you want to do. Yeah, we need to get you back. We need to
Yeah,
get
it's
you.
late.
Yeah,
It's really.
it
We don't
is
want to be
late.
tired tomorrow.
Oh, you're right. I can't do
You're
anything.
gonna wake up at 5:30 anyways.
I cannot. But it's true.
So you figured it out. There's no secrets, honey.
And in regards to pride,
And you want a beautiful benefactress badge.
if you want a beautiful benefactress page, I hate how they say it.
I do
It's
too.
so
It's so
weird.
bad.
And yeah, I'm not going to
sorry.
go there.
But about pride, like, how are you feeling this year? Because I know how I'm feeling.
I honestly don't give a fuck. Is that bad? I know actually a lot of people our age who just not giving a fuck right now. I think millennials are just tired of celebrating
I wanna-
something that we're still not really free.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, exactly. Right.
Oh,
It's like-
and all the kids just
We're
want to get
watching
drunk and
all of
suck.
all these laws being passed around the country. It's like we are nowhere. We're like, yay, we got gay marriage. This like, oh, they want to restrict us in every aspect of
Honestly,
public
I think
life.
since
Like,
we got gay marriage, it's gotten worse.
it's gotten no, it has. Well, now it's making sense why in like 2017, I think 2018, there was a group of like alternative pride people here in Columbus. They blocked the pride, and I remember being mad at them at the time.
Yeah.
And now I'm like, no, I totally fucking get it. This was a group of people who are like, corporate pride is a joke.
It is a joke.
You're ignoring what's going on in our communities. You've invited police officers to pride and glorified them like, yay, it's a gay cop, when they're the ones killing the black people. And so they blocked the parade. And I was like, who are these people, slowing everything down? Why can't they just be happy and celebrate pride? Now I'm like looking back at that.
shows
we've
growth.
grown. We have
Right.
grown so much.
There's a lot
like,
of growth. There is a lot of growth.
I'm ready to block pride. I'm done. Act Up in New York has been having like no pride in genocide. They've been doing so many demonstrations.
I saw somebody with a shirt though.
Right.
Yeah.
That's them. And it's like, once again, black trans femmes who are leading, involved at the top.
It's
But
true.
It's amazing.
We are very
Anyways,
thankful
The point is about pride.
for our black trans femmes.
They're
It's true. They're the ones that throw the bricks, bitch.
literally, they're the ones who threw the brick. When you look
We're
at
like,
it,
oh my God.
Now
And they're
when
like,
I-
shut up and just throw a
when
brick.
I see one now, I'm like, I'm following the lead.
Honestly, actually,
I'm not trying to put it on them.
I'm not
but
going to
like,
lie. A
okay.
trans black
Oh, yeah.
female is beyond capable of ruling the world.
I fully agree.
Like, done, period.
Look at everyone yeah.
They know how
Actually,
to put you in
yeah.
check. They know how to.
Like, you see it on Pose, you're like,
Yeah, exactly.
These are the ones with
They can
the
be soft when they
quotes.
need to, but honestly, they're your mother, and they're gonna fucking take care of you. Whether that means they have to be mean or not, they're gonna take care of you.
It's true.
It's true. So thank you to our
That's crazy because I follow Queen Jean on Instagram, and it's just like,
no.
yeah. But
Queen Jean.
she's the one in the Act Up group.
But yeah, as far as Pride,
the
I would
point
give it a
is-
5 out of 10.
The point is, I'm tired of Pride.
I would have been given
The
it.
regular Pride. Like, I don't want to go to the march. I marched last year, and I'm like, looking back, I'm like, Why was I marching in like? I mean, it's a nonprofit.
Bitch, I'll see you at AWOL.
Yeah,
It's like I'll
see you at AWOL.
I'm actually more
Let's go to
into the
Slammers.
amount of people that'll
Right.
be in town versus the actual
what
event.
it's for. It's because
And now they have a separate one now. Not this weekend, but the next weekend. Oh wait, no.
What?
Or is it this weekend?
The arts festivals this weekend.
There's some Pride that they were going to have, like downtown Pride.
You're kind of right.
I think it's this weekend.
It's breaking off from this corporate
Yep.
HRC glad bullshit, and that's
We want
Stonewall.
receipts.
Stonewall.
We want receipts.
Everyone loves Stonewall. Stonewall.
I know. I don't
And it's like,
really like them.
ma'am.
And I know it's controversial, but like, and I think everybody has the right intentions, but I think it's time for us to shift a little bit. Like, we need to kind of reevaluate. Like, we need to have a powwow and be like, okay, this isn't working. Like, look at all the straights that are going to march and be like, I was in Pride.
Pride was a riot, and now it's this.
And now it's Walmart
really,
with about 750,000 people.
Last year,
But they can't even have
the Walmart
one
section was so big. But look
where's
what they
the
tried
pride?
to, the
What's the
laws
pride?
they tried to pass.
What's the pride in?
All these corporations
They have the
donated
power.
millions to anti-LGBTQ candidates, and then we're marching for that corporation in a parade so they can look good to some people, to
it's
other
all
people.
PR. It's all marketing, babe.
It's really sad.
They're going to do what they want, but they're also going to be like, look, we're gay and queer. And it's like, Walmart, I've never even seen you have a fucking rainbow sticker, bitch.
I know. Target scaled back their
Yeah, now
stuff.
Target's scared. Well, and that's why they're going out of business. I'm actually calling that right
they?
now.
Oh, I
no,
love
I don't
this.
think they are, but I think
Well,
I don't think they are, but I can see it happening.
I can see it because they're like
It's starting to
trying to
fade.
do too much. They're trying to be
It's
like
starting to fade.
cute, fancy home goods,
Like
and a grocery,
Chip and
and
Joanne,
clothes, and
yeah, like,
toys,
if
and
you're gonna have
electronics. It's like,
If you're going to have Chip and Joanne in your store,
oh,
you're going down.
yeah.
You might as well just go to a TJ Maxx level at this point.
That's how it feels.
It does. It's starting to
These
get a little
little
TJ
like
Maxxy.
niche fake celebrities from like HGTV or like it's like, are
Girl.
you really famous?
Girl, you just got lucky.
It's like when Martha Stewart started making towels and linens for Target. I think. Remember the Martha Stewart collection?
Yeah.
Is that still a thing?
I think it is. I think she's really rich from it.
Oh, it was Kmart. Yeah, she did it in Kmart.
Remember that was
because
a
I was a
controversy?
kid and my mom was like, "I'm not buying a Martha Stewart. She's a liberal."
Oh. Well,
Girl,
this
is my life.
Little girl, she went to jail
yeah, I know. And now she has like a weed and wine brand with Snoop.
with Snoop. I kind of like it. I need to buy some wine weed.
Is that what it is?
I don't know, but that'd be kind of awesome.
Yeah.
I'll have to try it.
Pride is over. Pride's canceled. So that was our voicemail. Thank you,
Thank
Thatcher.
you, Thatcher.
I said Thatcher.
Statue of Liberty. I have like some things, bitch. I just don't remember what.
Well, I'll let you steamroll through those.
Okay, I have like a couple videos I wanted to watch. Like, have you? I know.
I did not.
I know you've seen.
We have Jamie Raskin in there accusing us of worshiping Trump, worshiping as a convicted felon. Well, yeah, so is George Floyd. And everybody, and you all too, the media worship George Floyd. Democrats worship George Floyd. There were riots burning down the fucking country over George Floyd, and Raskin is in there saying we worship him. Excuse me, let me correct you, and this is really important. I don't worship, I worship God. God. And Jesus is my savior. I don't worship President Trump. And I'm really sick and tired of the bullshit annex I have to deal with constantly from the Democrats. So that's what we just went through in there. And then they're sitting there, they can attack my character all day long. What's his face in there? Whoever was talking last was calling me insane. But yet we can't say, oh, they're attacking my character. Oh, no, it's nonstop BS and annex. You want to know why? The Democrats don't have anything. They're responsible for the lockdowns, forced vaccinations, kids being forced to stay home, people committing suicide, and all the horrors that this country lived through
like you care.
during COVID.
Right.
Fauci belongs in prison. He should be tried for mass murder, and he should be tried for crimes against humanity. That's how I feel after that hearing. That's how.
Okay, this is the same bitch that tweeted.
She's so unhinged.
Thank you, President Trump, for the vaccine program.
Right.
She's also the one that was caught with her mask on multiple times at the airport after she would have an interview.
Yes.
She'd put it back
on.
So, and honestly,
Right.
that blonde hair, butch body or whatever.
Bleach blonde, bad built, butch body.
Like, it's true. She looks like a fucking softball mom. Like, she's
An
pulling up
angry
in
one.
her fucking
I was
caravan.
focusing on the eyeliner. Like, it was really
It's
bad. in
bad.
that
And it's like, I just
video.
picture like some trashy
That's
bitch.
all I could focus on. I'm like, she's just someone screaming with terrible eyeliner.
Here's who I picture.
Yeah.
Think of this. This is a Georgia woman. Okay.
Okay.
She lives in the South. You know, she likes iced tea, but summer iced tea where she can do it outside.
Oh, okay. And sweet.
She is divorced.
Oh.
She's been cheated on, so she's a bitter bitch. This is who I picture Marjorie Taylor Greene as, like this, like
yes, that is it.
And I grew up with moms that were like this, and that's what makes me fucking like nuts.
So it's like, oh god, this bitch.
Like,
when you hear her talking, you're like, I had to deal with this.
Literally, I can understand her.
Like,
no, I understand her. She's the typical Southern like dumb mom.
It kind of like, it was weird because I felt like it made sense for her. Like I really was like, I think she really thinks this.
The Democrats aren't doing anything.
Like I was like, I don't think it's a show. I think she's just really dumb, actually.
Like she had some conviction in that voice.
Like she was like, I worship the Lord. And
it's like, okay, girl, speak your truth, but also
and mass murder and war crime. It's like war crimes.
First of all, Dr. Fauci had
Dr. Fauci mass murder. Who'd he kill?
First of all, it's science. Okay, so it's also
it's like
practicing like law. What's it? Not law. Practicing healthcare.
Right.
Right. Isn't that what's called a practice? That's why it's called a practice, because we're really always practicing health.
I tried to rescue this, but you just kept going. I was like, give me a pause and I'll think of something.
I'm like,
and then you're like, the practice of the healthy.
Well, you're always practicing medicine. That's what it is. Okay.
Right.
So things that he said were what he really thought at the time, but that doesn't mean that after 4 fucking years, the data doesn't come out and it's like, oh, maybe we didn't have to social distance, or maybe we didn't have to do masks
that's how
that long.
science works. You test things out, you find out what doesn't work,
but now
to keep trying to find what does.
Here's what's going to happen. We're ready now. We know kind of what to do. And they're going to go, you made us do this last time. We're not fucking doing it. And it's going to be the end of this country.
Well, hopefully it selectively takes out those people.
Well, honestly, and it will.
Wouldn't that be great?
And I'm not saying...
If you guys go outside in the next 24 hours, you're all going to die. And the people who don't trust it go outside. The rest of us stay in.
It's just
weird. And then we come out after it's safe and we're all like, wait, where did they go? How great would that be?
It would be amazing.
Now that's supporting mass murder. But...
I just think everybody's really... She's dumb.
No, she's really
dumb. And it made... Actually, when you said that, it made sense.
To me, it was like...
Was there a fly?
I was like, yeah, that's... She really... I wasn't even angry.
She was dead
I was
ass
just
serious.
watching, and I was
actually,
like,
that's the most passionate I think I've seen her.
Dead ass. But she's
But she
incoherent.
believes herself.
Right, she believes it. I think
like, he should be in fucking jail. It's like...
For mass murder.
What should be in jail is those arms, sweetheart. Because those arms... Now, do you have a topic?
I do have a topic, and it's something that we've all experienced.
Okay.
And I think we've touched on it before, but so the other night, it was a nice, cool evening, and I wanted to go get a patio beer. Have you ever had a desire for that? I know you don't leave the house a lot, but
I used to, but I'm just old. I don't really...
you don't want to do it.
I'd rather have
But you don't have a patio nearby either.
Yes,
like,
we
if
do.
you had where...
From you?
I said nearby.
The Oracle?
How far is that?
Like literally 0.2 miles.
Oh, okay, yeah. The Oracle.
They have a really nice patio.
I didn't know
In the
that.
summer, we'll go up there, yeah.
Okay.
Like, it's not like an event. It's like, oh, we're going to have a patio beer.
Okay. Well, that's what we have too.
So a non-event patio beer.
That's all I wanted to do.
Okay.
Non-event patio beer. I'm just like, I just want to walk around. We went for a walk, and we get there to Grandview Cafe, and we're outside, and there's a table of 4 guys, like, right next to our table. And I'm, like, looking at Matt, and then I'm, like, looking over there, and I caught eyes with one of the guys. Yeah. And you know when you just know.
When you catch a finger or an eye.
You know when you just know. Like, immediately.
So he was a gay.
In the closet fully.
Oh,
and hiding.
Oh, so hot.
And
you know right away with...
They were, like, 2 of the guys had, like, 2 guys had cowboy hats on. I'm not fucking... It was so hot. And then one guy had like a backwards baseball hat, and then the gay guy did not.
He coiffed his hair.
Yeah. He fucking coiffed it. He was a little.
It's like
cowboy.
He's in the closet, and then it's like, but other than his rainbow tank top and coiffed hair.
When he opened his mouth, a purse fell out. Now, like, he was hiding it fairly well, but the only tell for me was the eyes, and it was so gay, the stare, the little too long of a stare. And I said, Matt is like, how do you know? I'm like, I said, Matt, he's looking too long. Like,
when you're looking into somebody's eyes, either you're really fucking into them, but if you don't know them,
each other.
If you don't know them, you're reading each other.
Yeah.
But
and
if you
he
do
saw
know
me
them,
with a ring on with Matt, and we're having drinks, and then he knows he's with these like obviously hot guys who were like amazing. I was looking,
they probably all jerked off earlier
at them more than him, but every time I looked at him,
he would like look at you and look away.
He like looked away.
I love that game
because he didn't want to be outed. Because look who he's around.
This is what we did in New Orleans.
Hot,
remember,
hot guys who think he's their friend, and they might hang out in a certain way very differently if they knew he were gay.
Right, like right
But
now
because they
they're
think he's
jerking off
straight,
and sucking
they're
each other
jerking
off. They're like, it's fine.
They're taking showers together. They're like playing video games and just start.
Straight guys can be gay until there's an actual gay in
Right.
the room, and then they're straighter than ever. And it's like, but
That's
you
like
were just being gay.
facts.
It's a full fact.
Facts.
Like when they're together, like, oh, good job,
Yeah.
buddy, and like fingering each other's assholes
They're
and like touching
hey,
dicks.
get your
It's
dick out. Oh, you hard? Haha. It's
So-
like, yeah.
So once a gay actually enters the room, though, everybody
then
gets
it's like-
freaked out. Okay.
So that the eyes. I just thought you knew this. You've talked
Yes,
about.
we did that in
this
New
in
Orleans. Yeah, remember the what's his name?
Oh,
and we
at-
were like Alex or
Cafe
something.
du Monde.
Yeah, we were like looking back
We're
and
eating
forth. looking
beignets and we're looking over at this guy.
and I go, is he looking at me or
kept
you? And
looking.
it's both.
Both.
And I was, and he
And then
kept-
you found him on. That's true. I
Yes.
forgot about that.
And then we
he was
saw
like
him at
with
the
his
bar.
parents and nice and conservative. He had like a fucking rain jacket
Yeah,
on top of
talk
a
about
plaid,
coiffed hair.
a plaid flannel shirt. He was like,
little quaff. He's like, I'm from
yeah,
wherever, Canada or somewhere. I'm not going. Well, I would go to Canada. Actually, I might be fleeing to Canada at some point.
Yeah, we love you.
We love you, Canada. Speaking of fleeing, speaking of entrapment, I don't know if we even said anything about entrapment, but I'm just saying it. I just watched a documentary and it's really brought some questions to myself, to my brain, to me.
Who brought what?
I do. Scooby.
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 Did you just sing it was like Scooby Doo?
Scooby-Doo.
No, it was like
Scooby-Doo.
Scooby Doo Jr. was found dead in Miami.
Who said that?
It was a meme. Who said that?
Who said it? Where's the lie?
It was a meme on Instagram, and then it was. I just gotta find it for you. It's
I gotta try to remember what I'm thinking right now.
what am I? Oh,
Am I stupid? What's happening?
tell us about fleeing and entrapment. Redirect. You're like, speaking of fleeing and entrapment, I want to talk to you.
Speaking of death and being trapped in a box.
Where is this?
No, so I watched this documentary called
Good Recovery.
some documentary about dance and like a cult dancing thing on.
Fucking American Idol? No! Is it American Idol?
No, it's like Murder on the Dance Floor, but not that. It's something like that, though. Okay, listen. They were these TikTok stars there was two sisters and they were dancers, and everybody's like, "Oh my god, you probably follow her." To be honest,
I don't even have TikTok.
well, I don't care. And so
Okay.
this cult started with these dancers, and this guy he had a church, then he started a management company.
What?
And he like recruited these like 20-year-olds. He would like be like, "Naked's fun." I need to find like a clip from it, but I'll play it maybe right here.
Oh.
But you've got to watch it. It's pretty insane. But
So then what was
So what
happening? Were they
triggered
dancing?
me-
Entrapment.
so what triggers me the most is that people listen to others and believe what they say without even like these
Yeah,
people were giving
yes,
30% to the management company, which is standard. Okay, great.
Like
10% to the church, 10% to the tithe, 10% to the Bible or something. So then that's another 30% that was going right into that guy's pocket. They had mentors that they had to run everything
crazy.
by. But these are people who are living in their own apartments, but they like got scared and they go to this church and
I don't even know where to start. Today is my sister's birthday. We're not allowed to contact her and we're blocked on absolutely everything. We have 2 daughters. We don't just have one. All the dancers that she danced with, someone else is controlling their lives.
I don't want to say I was in a cult.
How did I let myself get sucked into something like that?
Miranda and I knew that we always wanted dance to be a part of our lives.
California and dancing, it was their big dream.
Men and women travel to LA with their big dream of being on stage and just get wrapped up in a lot of things that aren't fair for them.
7M, an entertainment company founded by Robert Shin, who's also the pastor of LA-based Shekinah Church.
This is a church, but they're also a management company. I just felt a little funny about that.
When he found the dancers, he saw all this opportunity to be like a world famous social media talent manager.
Social media, it was new. Like, man, I can do this and get money from my art. I want to do this.
He would always share whenever someone would get a deal.
All this money, it's all going to Robert.
It started out fairly innocuous, but the control slowly grew.
I could be in an unsafe environment.
This is a cult.
They would say, like, cut off your family because you need to work on yourself.
You have to die to your family in order to save them. As a man of God, I wasn't thinking that he would ever do anything wrong to me or someone.
When you raise somebody and all of a sudden to see a shell of your daughter, I don't know who this person is.
There were these sleuth accounts popping up. Former members were saying people suffered in his church for decades. I felt so betrayed. It was awful.
I want Robert to never be able to do this ever again. Whatever you sow, you're gonna reap. That's what he teaches, right?
Then they do this thing where they die. They said to be the closest to God and to get your family in heaven, you have to die to them. Meaning, cut contact.
Die.
Yeah, cut contact.
Oh, okay.
It's bizarre. So my
is
question,
this Scientology?
It sounds like it.
That's
yeah.
what Scientology does.
But then they didn't even have control of their own bank accounts. They got paid $100 a week, and I'm like, what are these people doing? But they were all over the news at one point because people were figuring it out.
Yeah, like my friend's being abused.
Total cult. But the thing
You're
that
wondering
I'm
how do you
really,
get into that?
like I'm just really sorry, but I just
Traumatized people. Get
so
into
it's somebody
cults.
who, and I mean, it was taking
Like,
advantage of
you
them.
Could be in a cult. You're someone who I could see.
I don't see myself being in a cult ever. I really don't. I'd fake it until like I would be like, oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't think you could be anymore. But Bobby 5 years ago could have been in a cult.
I don't know.
You've changed a lot.
I don't.
I
Like,
was just talking about it with Sabrina.
I'd be like, this is. Oh,
we've noticed a shift.
What's in that fucking weed?
But it's happening.
What shift? Bad or good?
Very good.
Oh, okay.
No, you're definitely there's transformation happening.
I'm
We
like
talked
a
about
bird.
it for a long time.
My name's in everyone's mouth. They're young people, so they're like have a dream. They're like, we're going to be dancers. They actually like got famous on TikTok first, and then this guy came in and said, hey, you need a manager. Also, this is my church. Also, and talked them into like all this crazy shit. And I just don't understand how that happens. I just don't understand it though. Like the things that he's saying, I'm listening, going, how the fuck is these people are like, amen? And I'm like, he's like,
it's like for what?
The balls in the McDonald's playground are really good to put in your mouth. Amen. I mean, that's the kind of shit it was like. And then it's like, I'm so fucking confused. So they interview all these people that had left the church thing.
Okay. Oh, I like that.
But the one girl's still in there. So yeah, you got to watch it. It's really good. But I wanted to know your thoughts on like, how do you think you lose yourself? So, but it's got to be like a trauma.
It has to be.
It's like a trauma
or
response.
when you're really depressed.
Or like you're trying.
I went into that with the religious thing, kind of. Like,
so who's going to be in a cult, bitch? Not me. You were on a mission trip to Dominican Republic.
Oh, but it was non-religious. It was still weird.
Passing out canned goods.
We did meet at churches, and they're like, this is just the center of the community for them. I'm like, okay. I know what you mean.
It's like,
how do you get there? And how do you get people out? Because there's cults right now that are just normalized. The cult of America. We raise our kids to be in a cult. Like, look at the things we celebrate. We celebrate war. We celebrate killing people. We act like someone from the military is someone to idolize.
I mean, it is kind of scary to think about.
What?
I mean, we wake up.
Why?
I mean, we're trained to be up
They
at
went overseas
6.
and killed people they don't even know. They have no idea their story or why they're...
It makes me sad, though, because here's the problem with that. I mean, I hear you.
Yeah.
The problem is that these are all poor, underprivileged kids and people who need the money. So they're like, sign up for the military. You'll change your life.
That's
And it's
exactly
like,
why.
So then they go over there and
They
kill.
prey on them.
So like, I almost want to say,
And
like,
they bring the trauma back.
But that's what I want to say, though, is like, maybe it isn't so easy as like, what are they doing? They're being told to do that because they're basically in a position where if they don't, they're going to be on the streets themselves already.
This is true.
So this is the whole game, though.
They keep the people poor so they have poor people to send to the military.
This is the cult.
This is what I've been talking about. Last week, I think I brought it up, but I was like, why can't we assassinate leaders? Because it's not the people that we need to kill when we have a war.
Right.
We need to go after the source of this misinformation, crazy conspiracy theory, cult thinking.
It's an anthill.
Right. And
you can start killing all these little soldiers on the outside, but until you get that queen, honey.
Exactly. It's the ideology is the queen, but it's like this ideology that we're separate from other people because of an imaginary border, and we have to kill them because they hate us and they don't like our way of life, even though they have a way of life that's very similar.
Probably better at this point.
And honestly, probably better. That is the problem.
And the problem is that we then also want to market ourselves as like the land of the free and the home of the brave. But except for if after 1990, if you're trying to get in,
yeah,
it's a problem. You're bringing drugs and fentanyl. I'm like, honey, the people,
we are told, and I was told from the beginning, that we are the best country in the world. We have the best quality of life of anywhere in the world.
I pledge
And then I'm
allegiance.
I'm looking around and I'm like watching cancer rates go up. I'm watching people not be able to afford to buy even a house at age 40 after they've saved up for 20 years. It's like, this cannot be the best. This cannot be the best. And it's not. When you travel outside the United States, you're like...
But it's so weird.
Huh.
You know what else is weird?
Yeah.
Passports.
Passports to me, too.
Because you're really actually not free.
No.
Because then you can't go anywhere. So you're trapped in this... Isn't that...
If you don't have a passport, you can't go anywhere. Anywhere.
How scary is that, though?
And how scary...
Like, think about that like on a bigger scale, though.
Sorry to circle this back to reality.
Circle back.
Palestinians do not get passports in
Right.
West Bank. Like where Sabrine's family
They're
is.
stuck.
They're not citizens of Israel because they live in the occupied territories. So her brother can't come visit her in the U.S. because he doesn't have a passport for... There's no Palestinian passport.
It's
Because
so
it's not a
fucked
country.
up.
It's just
Right.
occupied. So her brother... I was like, when are your brothers going to... Why don't they just come to the U.S.? They have to get a special visa because they don't have that. So they don't have a passport.
I can't. This is so terrible.
It's really fucked up. She got here by moving to Jordan, and after living there long enough and marrying someone who's from Jordan, she got a passport for Jordan.
Work.
But like, that is the truth when you think about it. But I'm sure you weren't thinking this. That it's
No,
real.
I wasn't, but it's true. Like
It's
you're
real.
you're trapped.
You're trapped.
We are all not free.
We're not free.
If you're
No.
like, yeah, I'm gonna walk to Canada. No, you're not.
Yeah, we can't.
Can't. Like, it's crazy when you think about that. When you think of it in that
And we just
term.
decided, we're like, there's a line here that you can't
do it. And it's like,
that's ours. Okay, like what?
It's bizarre. It's bizarre.
But we're the crazy
Sexy.
ones, I promise. For saying this, like people.
Well,
most
no,
most
and
people would be like,
do you know the Truman Show, the movie?
People in the cult would be like, they're crazy. They're in the
Right. I guess we all in cults then? Like our own,
we're all in
we're
our own
subscribed to our own cults.
But the difference is
a tribe versus a cult.
When you're in a cult, you're gonna believe it till the end. You're not changing your mind.
And you're like
How
following
many times
one
do we
person,
change
I
our
feel like.
mind?
It's not
we
like
change our minds a lot.
It's not an ideology. It's not a thought
Right.
process. It's a person.
Yes, it's just a
this guy can get me close to God. Oh my God! If I let him fuck me 4 times a day for 10 years straight and live in a room in the basement and like
that
just sit
whole-
there
4 times a day.
I mean, but that's the. Oh, but I'm really closer to God.
Well, if you had a pussy.
Religion is so gross. It's so gross. It tricks everybody into being horrible people. Actually,
I really think, yeah. I don't want to. Well,
no.
I know some people have like good experiences with religion and act right.
Sure, I agree.
But I do think that the weak-minded person, a religion just molds them into someone crazy. Yeah,
like 9 out of 10 people are
most of them
dumb.
When I say yeah, like some of them.
Like just go see Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Right. Like
I mean,
she thinks she probably thinks she's a very religious, God-fearing woman.
She's dead right
and she has
on everything.
no idea. Yeah, it's like, oh man, they don't have insight. They don't
so
have
sad.
insight. There's no
honestly,
insight.
why don't we just
no self-awareness?
I wouldn't be necessarily upset if they're like, why don't we just split the country to North USA and
Like
South
somehow,
USA? Okay.
yeah.
And
I
then
know.
somehow like you
That's
get a
what I'm
choice.
saying. Like, to me,
let's
it's
do
like,
it.
The country is so pretend and fake anyways. Like everything about it is just the United States is a business and the government works for the business. Like
The only reason they keep it, the only reason they're keeping it together
it's-
is because they need the money.
They want the more.
It's all
easier.
about money and
'Cause
power.
Some things are made here, and some things are extracted from here, and something. So we have it all if we just keep this business together.
God, it's such.
So
a
they won't let
fucking-
us fracture, but it's like maybe we should. We really should.
It might not be necessarily. I don't
Culturally,
want,
the people are so
I
different.
want to love this country with all my heart. I want to believe in it. I want to, and for the most part, yes, I've been afforded a lot of stuff. But when you really break it down, though, and look at what's going on, you're not free. You're a part of a cog in a huge machine.
We're paying taxes to kill kids abroad. Like that's the simplest way
But
to
we
put
can't go afford.
But we can't afford what we need to get through life.
We have people who are
our taxes are paying for Israelis to go to college, but I have college debt. That's fucked up.
It really is.
Beyond
And you should really
repair.
think about that. And it's not even about. It's more.
It's like
we're just
what?
dumb.
And it's not because I hate them inherently. It's because I'm saying, if they get that, why don't I get that?
Right. Why am I paying
for
into
them?
somebody else's better life?
I actually want everyone to
No,
be able
but you're
to afford.
free.
I want people to afford to go to college. I want that to be an affordable or free experience.
I don't know.
But why
Sometimes
can't I have that?
You know, you see like
Some
This Is
people-
Us.
Yeah.
Or not This Is Us. The Last of Us.
Oh.
you see
I'm like,
broken down, and it's like, I don't necessarily think it's like, I mean,
would that be so bad for the planet? No, the planet would do much better if we were gone.
I don't know. I just always question it, like
how many species
or how many people would actually. I mean, it's just crazy when you really think about it. People are fucking nuts. I can't handle it. I need to learn how to shoot a gun.
Honestly, I want to tell you about something I've been reading into, armed resistance, and I'm thinking that we are not preparing in the right way, because like we've got the logical arguments down, and I think we've got passion, but I don't think enough queer people actually know how to physically fight.
Right.
I don't know how to throw a punch.
I mean, I can throw a punch and I can push somebody down, but
I want to be able to beat up a Nazi. I don't know how to operate
Should we start a gay
how do I
karate league?
And then I thought, you know how to feel safe. What if you know how to feel safe? Not a gay karate league. What if we had like 250 queer people here in Columbus who had, you know, a militia, which is legal under the Second Amendment, whatever the fuck. And in this militia, we all knew how to operate like heavy weapons, machine guns, and handguns. Like we trained for them. We went to shooting ranges every other week. We had to get check marks on certain things of how accurate we are. And we had a trained 250 queer people. And then because it's an open carry state, during Pride, we have those 250 people deployed. Mm-hmm. And it's like, oh shit, they're all wearing the same. This is a militia of queer people who literally could gun you down.
Bitch, they'll cut you.
They'll cut you, bitch.
Bitch, they'll cut you and then shoot you.
Wouldn't that be a different situation? And that's kind of like...
You're actually right. I feel like that's...
Because there are some people that only understand that type of force. That type of...
It's so bizarre.
Right.
We're all just like...
But I really
there's a lot to unpack with it, though. It's like...
When I thought of that, I thought we should be training.
We should be training, though. We should.
No, like, I really want to actually take classes together.
Okay. We should go to a shooting range.
Yes, because I'm really
good at it. We can record it, too.
Yeah.
Like
I've done it once, and I was like...
I've never done it. I'm so freaked out by guns. I was always told no.
I am, too.
Which is weird, because my dad's
I don't want to touch them because they kill people. That's the goal.
Yeah, and I guess that's why But I also understand... I understand... I understand sport.
I'm talking war. I'm not talking...
Yeah, we're not talking like...
I'm not going to carry them around in my day-to-day life.
Well, I'm going to. Why not?
It could devolve into that.
I mean, it's like, okay, if you're going to shoot me, I'm going to shoot you, bitch, first.
We went really dark.
I'm not really. Do you think?
Yes.
Sorry. Well, let's get fun.
But no, it was necessary as well.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, I apologize for what we're seeing right now. But Mom, I'll talk to you. I'll talk to you. Mom.
So her kid didn't win the award.
Wait, I gotta keep watching.
Okay, sorry, I didn't know if you were...
No, I need to see this.
Mom, we can look at it in a minute. You can't... Hey, ladies and gentlemen, I apologize. Boys and girls.
Now, can I say something actually that I just realized? I think he's sleeping with her.
Fully.
Let's like
that is not a normal interaction of just like an administrator giving out an award.
He's like, baby girl. What was he saying? He's saying,
like, man.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, I apologize for what we're seeing right now. But Mom, I'll talk to you.
Mama?
Yeah, Mom, I told you. Yeah, they talked before. Mama, I told you he can't give her an award. He's like, I told you I can't just give an award to any random kid. They're going to look into the records.
Weird.
He promised to, because they're
Mama, and she's like, motherfucker. And I'm like,
motherfucker.
I mean, I just feel like let's talk about parents for a second, maybe.
Yeah, I got to get into parents because I have a lot of thoughts.
Well, I'm just thinking like,
okay.
I'm thinking of the parents that are like psychotic. Like the ones like this one. Like, why are you yelling that your kid wasn't first?
Did you see how tall these kids were? I promise you that award doesn't matter.
I mean, they were like 4.5. I know, it was like preschool. It's like, he better win the Rice Table Award of the year. It's like, what
award? Because they know how to like color inside the lines. Like, what award are you worried about?
They don't.
Why do we want them to color in the lines? Do you think the most creative artists colored in the lines?
Because we're in a cult.
We are, exactly. Thank you.
You stay within the lines.
You won an award. You're the best one.
Oh my God, you're gonna be such a great, great.
Where did this
garbage man someday
come from?
It's really fucked up.
Yeah.
I see American people.
I know. When you really get into it, it's like, I am wondering what else we were supposed to talk about after that.
Oh, okay. Do you not have anything else? You had one thing.
No, but about the award, like I feel like there was more to touch on with these crazy parents.
Oh, I like crazy parents. Like I just think it's really interesting. Like baseball moms and like basketball moms. They're like, we got to go travel to the ball field today, and they're there all day long. And my parents did it too, which is weird. And I'm like,
oh yeah,
it's just
there we go.
Your children sort of become your personality, and I get it.
It's sad to me,
but also it like really is terrible.
Do not lose yourself.
Don't lose yourself,
your children,
because your children will like you better if you remain yourself.
I was always actually, I had no problems with my parents growing up, but I loved seeing like my friends who had their parents as friends as well as parents. And there were a couple that I was like, they just don't even respect their parents because their parents are always drunk or out of town.
I was friends with my parents,
but just friends.
I'm not going to unpack my trauma.
I was jealous of the ones who like got along and could like talk to each other as not just like authoritative figure and servant. Like, should I?
You can. You're the one that said, I don't really like drinking because after 3 beers, I'm drunk or whatever you say, or hungover.
Right.
Welcome back.
Actually, everything's kind of not blurry, but blurry. It's like weird.
It's kind of nice. You'll feel like you're more fucked up than you are.
I think I'm 40.
With that hat and that body.
50 plus.
50 plus, babe. Ew, this smells.
Yeah, it's not good. I gave you the one that tastes like NyQuil. Sorry.
Jim had glasses because of his infection in his eye, his chlamydia.
Do you know what I was thinking earlier?
What?
If we had to convincingly make out right now, could we for the camera?
No.
Like if something
I can't.
No, but if something I know that's what I thought the answer was, but I mean
if life or death, we'd have to, but
if something very grave were on the line.
Well, yeah.
I don't think we could.
If we were like about to die?
Right.
Oh my god.
I couldn't.
You have to be like serious.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to even imagine
now,
like and I would just die.
I cannot even look at you when you do that. That's how fucking awkward I feel about it.
I was like,
talk about that feeling.
I was like, what if they said the whole, like half the world would die, half the world would perish, half your family's gone.
We'd be like, well, it's probably.
And you're like, is it? Well, which half of the family?
Well, we were talking about that, right? Parents.
Well, we were talking
parents.
about that.
And it'd be like, but then you have the opposite parents.
Crazy parents.
You have the parents that are like crazy.
Mine.
No.
Crazy.
No, but they'll say stuff like, oh, you don't know algebra, you bastard, or
right, like something ridiculous where they're basically abusive.
Yeah, but they don't realize it.
Yeah, it's like, no, it's not all about you. You're the parent, so
parents. Okay, this is what I'm going to say to everyone, especially our age group who have young ones growing up.
Our age group.
Fuck, what was I going to say? Make sure
that you're good parents.
Make sure that you're good parents. Think about your choices and think about the things that you are saying to your children today, because they might affect them in the future. Happy Pride.
Happy choices and a future.
Sometimes I think we're just going to go off script here. Let's just go off script at this point. Sometimes people don't have maps.
Oh my God.
I mean, so anyway, don't be that parent. Also, can I just say another thing real quick? I really don't understand kids that get the graduation. At the graduation, they have the big fucking signs like Eric graduated Wolf Ridge High School, class of 2024. And you're like, how much did you pay for that banner?
That is like
first
half
of all?
my neighborhood, first
Correct.
of all.
And
I literally walk down. I'm like taking my dog on a walk, and I'm just like, okay, there's the face blown up to like the 5 feet tall face.
You're like, ooh.
Not weird at all. Then I go down, I'm like, wouldn't have blown up that face.
Nope.
Literally.
Wish them shoulders match some hips, but they don't.
Where are the worst photos in your life timeline? Puberty. Like, why are okay, this actually triggered a memory.
I know, you're getting triggered, and I love it. Did you have a sign?
When I was in high school.
Did you have a sign?
I did not have a sign. Not only that, but I refused senior pictures.
Good for
which
you.
was actually like an unheard of, because people are like,
especially for a gay.
You know what? Everyone kept saying like, you're gonna want these.
Yeah, I know. You're gonna regret it.
Yeah, like you're gonna. I said, I don't want to look back at these years. I do not want to think back.
And that was
these
the
are
trauma.
my best years.
They weren't though.
Trauma, but also they weren't.
It's.
I was like, I knew. I was like, I look so different than I looked 2 years ago. So I don't want to, in 10 years from now, why do I want to look at myself then and be like, wow.
Look at me then. Look at the young chap.
I actually don't want to see it.
I actually don't either. It'd be weird.
Did you have senior pictures?
Yes.
I'd love to see them.
I'll find them.
We need to find them.
I had senior pictures and I had like,
I didn't.
Listen, there was nothing worse than when
Senior.
Did you have to do Owen Mills growing up?
Basically.
At church?
Yep. It was at our,
I used to think that was
one year it was at our Sears, which we still had Sears back when we were young.
Girl, you're aging yourself.
Like, sorry, we still had that.
We said Sears.
Sears
Caesar.
catalog. We had the Caesar
salads.
Caesar catalog.
So you'd have to sit like this. You're like, now, Bobby, lean forward a little bit to the right, and you're like, you like awkwardly turn, and you feel like you're totally not a real human.
They're
like,
put
perfect.
your chin forward.
Yeah. You want to talk about feeling dressing up for that?
You knew you were about to be directed.
First
into
of all, why did I have to wear nice shoes? Because
they don't
literally
see 'em. They don't fucking see them.
And I had to wear nice shoes.
I know.
We're gonna dress up for the church family picture in the directory.
Every Sunday when we would be going to family church, my dad would be like, "Did you brush your hair? Brush your teeth? Shoes?" Those were the things we had to get ready for. Did you brush your teeth? And I'd be like, no, I didn't have time. I was just.
What were you doing?
Military family.
Sleeping.
Sleeping, honestly.
You're a sleeper.
I'm a sleeper.
You are a sleeper.
Oh, I slept until like 2 p.m.
You are until you're not.
When I was a teenager. Oh, I know. I'm worried about that.
You're like not a sleeper?
I'm kind of getting worried I'm going to become you. Because today I woke up at 5:30.
Oh, that happens to everybody.
I can't do it.
Well, the thing is, your schedule is always so fucked up, though.
Well, also that.
So it's like you don't really have time to.
You're not
adjust.
real. Your feelings aren't valid.
You have no validity. Valeried. Français.
I've been cackling. I feel fully cackled.
I'm cacked.
Are you gruntled?
My Grendel?
Gruntled.
No. I'm actually doing way better this week, too, by the way. I'm not sick at all. It was eating so much on the day that I got my shot that then set me up for failure.
Okay.
I got the same dose and I got it on Monday. So it was 5 days after my Wednesday one.
Oh, you got this week was on Monday.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Because I want to get back to Monday so that when we go to New York, I'll be hungry on Wednesday. Like, after Wednesday, I start getting a little bit better.
Right. Okay, smart. Yeah, you don't want to get Wednesday and then go to New York.
Right.
Honey, you're playing the long game.
Honey, I'm playing the long game. I'm playing the right game.
You can't feel sick
playing
at the Eagle.
The game.
You got cocks in your mouth.
I mean, I did write how many people in Congress have felonies, but I don't know.
Is that even allowed to be asked? Are we going to be arrested?
I mean, I don't really want to talk about Trump at all.
Right. But let's just
call a spade or whatever. You committed 34
counts of
felonies. But I love how Marjorie Taylor Greene is, even though she's not in a cult, she's screaming that we need to boycott New York. I'm sitting here thinking, like, honey, do you know where half of your businesses are that run this country?
How the stock market works?
Do you know your precious stocks that you were like, fuck yeah?
Honestly,
it's so
mixing
bad.
around, yeah.
So yeah, Congress is dumb.
You're like, I want to talk about something. I didn't want to talk about it.
No, there's some.
But we're talking about it, but it's dumb.
I mean, it's true.
I've got a gripe. This is like almost. It could be a sundry if I really kept it brief, but I might not because I hate it.
Okay.
Here in the States, we walk on the right side of things.
Because we're right.
Just like how we drive. We're on the right side of the road when we drive. Mm-hmm. When you walk on a sidewalk, you go to the right when someone's approaching you. Mm-hmm. And then they go to their right, and everyone's fine. We do not just walk down the middle of the sidewalk. We do not walk on the left side of the sidewalk. These are things we don't do. And some people, without maps and such, continue to walk down the middle, and as people are approaching, do not move to the right.
Now, what do they do in other countries?
Well, in Japan, for example, they are on the left.
So
they
could
walk
it be
down the sidewalk on the left?
Could it be
that
maybe they're not from here?
Well, Matt is from here.
I love your clothes.
I'm like, honey.
Oh my God.
This son of a bitch, unless he's identifying as Japanese, he is walking down the wrong side of the sidewalk every single day. And he can't figure it out.
He can't figure it out.
And I keep yelling at him, but yelling's not working.
Yelling doesn't work.
I need to morph into a super tiny little AI robot thing that flies into his ear, goes into his brain, and rewires the ways on how he walks.
Ooh, you know what's really considerate? I almost said or concerning.
Concerning.
What if they do create like some kind of little like mite that goes into your brain and like cleans up things and like helps you?
Little viruses, yeah. Viruses are the mites. They go to the cell level. They deposit their little DNA that embeds itself in our DNA, then gets expressed into a protein.
We're never going to die at some point. No, they're going to figure it out how to like reverse.
Oh yeah, we already do this. Vaccines are this. Yeah, and we have ways now to splice out genes
to be able to
get rid of them. Right now, it's just deadly diseases or bad genetic disorders. But what if we wanted to splice out the gene that did this certain thing or
To
that
cancer
certain thing?
or, like-
yeah, we're looking. Yep.
So you could do. Oh my God.
So they walk on the wrong side of the road.
So we need to really work on that though, and you're gonna really hate it in New York.
I'm gonna hate it in New York because you're gonna walk on the middle and the left.
I'm a middle lefter sometimes.
I can tell you are.
No, I try to
It's
stay
a
on the
thing.
right. No, I try to stay on the right. But if I'm gonna have somebody coming on my left, then I'm just gonna like cut the middle. So I'm like, leave me alone.
You are of the heft that you can do that.
Honestly,
that's a height and weight common heft.
A POS.
You can walk right through the middle, and that's fine.
I'm basically the center
I follow
line.
you. I always follow you.
Well, yeah, because you're not gonna get
I'm
ran
like,
over.
what?
I know.
What?
Oh my God.
And the whole time I'm thinking I'm on the wrong side.
Oh my God, is
Yeah.
this the truth coming out? Wow. Okay. Well, you're trying to. So this is like a reverse psychology, really. You're like, I want to talk about something that really fucking pisses me off. It's people walking on. I don't walk on the left
It's
side.
people yelling at their kids for algebra.
I mean, now that's the truth. You fucking bastard. Not talk about any private parts.
We haven't yet.
I don't think so. We've not said one thing about a pussy or a dick, which is fine.
I could say something about that.
I could too. There's a Twitter post.
So I wanted to say something, and this is about being. What's that?
The way you say, I want to say something.
I want to say something.
Okay.
Because I'm getting sick and tired of it. I'm tired of not having a self-lubricating genital.
Oh yeah, we've talked about this.
And here's why.
Because you're gonna get surgery.
I'm not getting surgery. Oh, he's like, he's gonna go trans on me. God damn it. I'm not going trans on you. What I'm trying to say is, I had a toy, a sexual toy that simulates a blowjob.
Okay.
And I don't want to have to get all messy and sticky with lube and such,
Right.
and like having it drip down and drip all over the sheets,
It's
and then it's like
sticky, it's gross.
It's annoying. You have to clean it up. It's extra things.
And then you're like, see your friends,
But
and you're like,
so I trialed using it without lube.
did it work?
Well, yeah, but it really dried things out because it's like friction.
Right. It's like you're on.
And I'm trying to get a pussy that works without lube. And a penis. I'm trying to get a penis pussy
Well,
without lube.
you should have been uncut them.
Oh, really?
Uncut. They have like natural lube. That's what.
Smegma? Is it dick cheese?
I mean, I don't think it's
What
the
do you
dick
mean
cheese part,
natural?
but I think that they're.
Natural.
That's why we're dry or dicked or something. There's something about it. Because the glands are wet. So like when it gets hard and the glands are exposed.
Oh.
Yeah.
What?
Speaking of glands, what I was going to say is I really don't like the backside of a dick sometimes. Sometimes, like,
which side is the back?
Like when the camera's looking at the back of your dick. The dark side of the dick.
The
dark side of the moon.
Behind the balls?
Like, not the top part when you're looking down at your own dick. Not the top, but
Not
underneath.
that, but, oh, yeah, I don't like the underneath.
Like some
it's
people,
the line. It's the problem
but
with
some
the
people
line.
have an extra like little. It's like we gotta work on that. Like
people don't realize
And
because
we
they
get-
don't see it often. But you need to film yourself from below and look.
Weird. to
Don't
me.
release a dick video.
No, but people like I saw another thing on Twitter yesterday. It was a guy who had his fucking asshole out, but he had like a straight up. It either had to be a ham. I mean, he had a great body.
No,
but I'm looking at this hole, and he's like, "Who wants to eat it?" And I sat here and I go, "Oh my god, not me."
The guys who are like just got used and abused,
But
and the
it's like
hole
not
looks like
pretty.
a war zone,
Right? And it's like,
I know.
I just it is
like you could make it look better.
You could absolutely
can't
take
change your-
2 extra
well, you could get-
seconds.
Yeah.
It's all about angles, sweetheart.
Do you want to teach us?
No.
Okay, well.
I always just shoot down.
Yeah, down is best. That's what I do.
Shoot down or...
I'm not going to go like this, right? Under
No,
my ball
also
sack.
when you pull it, it looks fake.
Yeah,
listen,
it does, yeah.
We all know your dick's probably 5.5 to 6 inches, okay?
I'm not ashamed to be in that category.
He's not.
It's absolutely average.
It's absolutely what everybody is, pretty much.
Except for you.
Except for me.
Anyways, that's great. So no need to feel intimidated.
No,
No, of course not. I'll just be the ugly one in the club.
No, you won't. You're gonna be the one that
The
gets all
dry mouth.
You're gonna be the one that gets everybody around us.
Hopefully.
And I'll be like, "Oh, he's so silly, isn't he?" And then I'll be like, "Oh."
And then I'll be like, Bobby, touch that.
I know. Then you'll like make me touch things. You're like, finger his asshole. It's fun. I'm like, oh. That's another thing I want to say.
You don't want to scrape any poop with your fingernail.
I don't trust an asshole in public. I don't. Even at the bars.
Think about what they've been doing.
Like, where did you walk from? Did you walk?
Did you
3
walk
miles?
from fucking Brooklyn
Yeah.
across the bridge and over?
And you're like, finger my hole. It's
Right.
Like, no.
It's 95 degrees outside. How long did you walk here? No. I don't want to smell your hole. I don't want to look at it. I don't want to touch it. Now, my hole, I know people will.
Now, right, if you want to go after my raunchy asshole,
my raunchy
if you want a
hole.
little 3 mile walk hole, oh, fuck, a little.
It's fucking nuclear.
It's going to be nuclear. Nuclear pussies.
So, this is so offensive, but I have to say it.
Let's just do it.
I'm getting fucking tired of it.
I'm tired.
What I asked was, are gay sport leagues for people who don't know how to make close friends just acquaintances?
Yeah, it's just like a fraternity.
The number of people who talk about their fucking kickball team, like it's
me and the girls,
like they've known them for the past 35 years since birth, and their families have alliances. But then in reality, they don't know anything about each other other than
their dick sizes.
They like Miller Lite too.
Oh my God, we get drunk and fuck.
Yeah,
It's like,
we go play a fake game in a baseball
now,
field.
I did bring up earlier the gay karate league. Hi-ya! Can you imagine?
Is there really a gay
No,
karate league?
but can you imagine?
Because I was like, I could see that.
Hi-ya!
Chimby. Yeah.
I mean, I don't.
I think these gay leagues, I'm telling you.
Okay, I'm gonna.
Have you noticed who's on the kickball teams?
Well, and let me
there
just,
it is.
And that's where we're
And
at.
that's-
It's mostly the barflies. It's mostly the ones that you might find a needle in them,
Literally.
or a little bit of powder. And there's nothing wrong with any of that. But I'm just saying, you're the types that are playing softball. You're the types that are playing
And the
kickball.
ones that wear the t-shirts, I'm like, yeah. It's
Now-
always like, it's yes.
So, but really quickly though, I do want to circle back. Now, weren't you in a gay league?
Here she goes.
Weren't
Here
you in
she
a
goes.
gay league?
It wasn't a Stonewall operated gay league.
Oh, so now we're specific.
Oh, honey, Stonewall's the worst.
She's been called out. Also, she plays darts in a league. So,
I didn't.
hold on.
Just 2 seasons.
Hold on. So you just said that. I got a text today. It's a dart league. Like
hashtag. But am I in one now?
Well, it doesn't matter. You still participate.
No. Am I in one now?
No, but you'll
Honey,
say.
you participated in things we don't need to discuss.
Well, I'll discuss it. What do you want to
Craigslist
say?
crawling up the hill to come jerk off with you on your best friend roommate's bed. Girl. We're not going to discuss everything.
No, I discuss
Burning
everything.
down your bedroom because you're jerking off to porn on a live cam? We're not going to discuss it. So, yeah, I played in the league for a little while. And it
Okay,
wasn't
but
the
I'm
main
just saying,
league.
it's not like I'm like, ew, it's gross that you're jerking off on the bed.
You hated it.
No, I'm just saying, like, we all make mistakes, and this is obviously one of yours.
And sometimes you don't have friends to tell you it's a mistake.
Well,
they
now
just encourage you to
and
do
now,
it.
And now you do.
Here we are.
Now you do have friends because you played in the leagues.
No, they're acquaintances. Like
well,
I said,
honestly, like that's Dart League.
Except I went to
that's
one.
Dart League. Brent, I blew him at the fifth.
That's Dart League. I
round.
fucked him on a Wednesday. It's like
Wednesdays.
But that's what I'm saying. All of them are, when you see their like social media stories, you realize they are not actually like having a blast together. It's kind of like just at the event.
It's
when they're
Instagram
blacked,
friendly.
when they're blacked out. Instagram friendly. Exactly.
This is exactly what I wanted to say too.
And God
This
bless,
might be
you're
the
welcome.
sundry.
God bless, you're welcome. Sundry me away.
Well, I have a few. But one I just thought of is I really think it's funny. Michael ran in his first 10K. Congratulations. He actually did really well. Okay, so marathons, okay? 5Ks, 10Ks, 16Ks, Tough Mudders, whatever you call it.
Congratulations to people who do them.
It's all an Instagram opportunity, and that's what I realize is everybody's going to the 6.2K little statue, getting their pictures, and they're ringing bells and getting pictures, and I'm like, this seems very corporate. This
They
seems
want
very...
their participation trophy.
Yep,
they
that's
want
it.
their ribbon.
They just want to be able to take a picture.
They want their
be like,
goddamn bumper sticker that says 26.3 or whatever the fuck a
yeah,
mile.
that's a half marathon.
A marathon?
Or a marathon.
I don't know what I don't know, but I'm sick and tired of runners.
I know,
just want to
it's
say
so
that.
awkward. And you know what
I
else is
hate
really
runners.
awkward? And this is going to be a little controversial.
You're sleeping with a runner.
I'm with a runner.
That's controversial.
It's controversial, but what else is controversial is, this is going to sound terrible, but as an ex-fat, I feel like I can say it.
Yeah, you can.
You know, I'm really proud of anybody who runs in a race. I would never do
not.
this, so I'm really proud of you. But it's really kind of funny to me how when you start seeing
yeah.
the 30-minute people who ran it in 30 minutes, you're like, oh, okay, these people are stick thin.
No, they're athletes.
They're like,
they're like
muscles, but they're like whatever. And as the time goes on, the bigger and bigger the people get.
Yep.
And by the time nobody's paying attention anymore, here comes my weight group. And so I was like, I felt so bad for them, but I was like,
Congrats.
I mean, you're not there yet, but once you get with the main group, you'll get cheered. But nobody's cheering down there. Everybody's already having their beers, being like, or left. Yeah,
they've left.
They've taken their pictures. They've already posted
I'm not
on
waiting
Instagram.
3 hours to see who rolls through. Like, I can't do it.
I know. And there's a time limit if you can't finish it.
They're like, we have to pay the city by the minute to close these roads. Like, we're not.
Right.
We're not doing
Hurry
it.
up, honey. Now, I say that and I laugh at that with very much
much
large
conviction with them.
Yeah.
I have
a lot of admiration for them.
As a South African,
I have really a lot of admiration for them. However,
stop.
As skinny as I get, as in shape as I get, I'm never running a goddamn fucking 5K, 10K.
I wouldn't let you.
Tough Mudder. I'd be embarrassed.
I wouldn't even fucking let you.
Now, some of the people are hot, and you get to watch dicks flop back and forth, and that is always fun.
Now that.
You got to wait for the 9-minute mile.
Like, how big are these floppers?
Once the 9-minute mile comes, here comes the Midwest. Here comes the Midwest boys.
Midwest corn fed.
From like 9 minutes to about 14. Then after 14-minute mile, like
it's inverted.
It's
inverted.
Also, my secondary sundry, just really quick, is
so now we just get to have.
No,
two
I told you I
sundries.
had a couple. My secondary one is just
there. It is. Just be friendly.
No, I'm just like, it's just stop being annoying to people, and if you want to shoot your shot, shoot your shot. Period.
That was the most Gen Z TikTok. If you just want to shoot your shot,
I did this
shoot
too.
Your shot.
I said, just shoot your shot. Oh, I can't wait to play back and post. But it's true. Like, stop fucking around. And honestly, if you want to go on your trip to New York by yourself, or you want to go on a trip to wherever, do it. You've just got to do it right now because everybody's dying. We're all dying. And I know I'm going through a midlife crisis, but I'm just saying.
Oh, wait.
If you want it, come and get it. And that's the bottom line, period. And by that, I mean,
if you don't come and get it after a while, it's not going to be available.
Well, it's starting to dry out. And
yeah, exactly.
by that, I mean, like, dry out for
just
you.
Like me.
It's drying out for you.
Just specifically you.
So, honestly, the time's ticking, and life isn't getting any younger for either of us.
No.
And by that, I mean, sundry.
So my sundry is about the weather, of course, because as we've noticed, it's becoming unbearable, or
Well,
as
it's
I've
like-
heard, an average day in Atlanta. And I'm sick and tired of people who don't seem to get hot. Because on the way over here, I had an Uber driver who, he was blasting the air conditioning at 63 Fahrenheit.
We need to go low.
But he had his window open. So all the humidity and heat from outside is coming in through his driver's window while I'm sitting in the back trying to like scavenge the air conditioning. And then I realized, though, there are other people who are just like, well, I like a hot climate, so I'm always cold. And I'm like, you're always cold? What do you mean you're always cold? And I literally have people in my life who, unless it is like 87 plus, they're like, this is perfect, or I'm cold. If it's 70, they're cold. If it's 65 and you have a nice jacket and jeans on, cold.
It sounds like it might be Sabrine.
Yeah. People who don't get cold or hot.
Hot. Well, you have extremes.
Because I'm hot all the time.
Right. So there's people who like
you're hot all the time.
Literally, I had a panic attack after I got my ear irrigated.
Yeah, you're like,
and
it's
I was
hot.
sweating.
It's hot.
My arms were wet.
Everywhere I fucking go, I'm like, it's hot.
It's hot.
Because I just walked 20 minutes. Like, it's hot.
I never can go.
Today, I'm like, I can't breathe. It's sticky. Like, if my t-shirt gets sticky in 10 minutes, it's hot. It's humid.
It's hot.
It's got to go.
It's hot. And like after the shower.
I want to be born a desert person. Like, fuck me. I want to be a freeman.
Okay. So
that's a Doom reference. But I want to not be hot. Can you imagine not being hot?
I would actually love to be
So you would like
temperate.
summer. Because I think people are like, I love summer. I fucking hate summer.
You
I
love
like
summer.
fall and I like spring.
You love summer.
I like it
until
for the
it's summer.
sunlight. I like summer
Then you
for
want
the
snow. You're like,
sunlight.
I can't afford to chill out, so I can have hoodies on. Nobody is ever satisfied. Nobody ever.
No.
I'm telling you, you want what you can't have.
Exactly.
Period. So once you get it, it's like great. But I'd like to be at that point so we can just move forward as far as the weather's concerned.
Excellent.
And also a really funny thing you said about Atlanta.
Yeah.
So yesterday I was like, it's so fucking hot here. And Michael's like, you could be in Atlanta. I go, I bet you it's cooler there. 83 in Atlanta, 88 here. Yep. And I was like,
This is how you know we're fucked.
Like it's following me.
The world is fucked.
Well, I moved away from Atlanta because it was hot. Like, and I was like, I can't wait for like normal summers where it's like 85.
There are no normal summers.
Nope. And it's not even winters
pretty
anymore.
Much anywhere.
It's the winter's gone.
We had one snow last year, and it lasted
was so
a day
pitiful.
and a half, 2 years.
Last year was pitiful.
Or days. It was like a couple inches.
No, it was
2 days.
when we went to Utah.
Yeah,
it was the day we all left.
we got storm.
We left.
Like,
we got.
How long was it? When we came back? It was gone.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, it wasn't even a week that we had snow on the ground.
It's weird because when I first moved here, there was like weeks. And then it started slowly
there's
fading.
a pile in the grocery
past
store
6 years,
parking lot. No, it's over.
But the first like 5 years that I lived here,
his pussy was popping.
It was hot and cold. It was cold, baby. And the summer was like cool. I have like pictures of like it snowing in May.
What?
Yeah. Call us 614-721-5336.
614-721-5336.
Make sure you buy the merch. Make sure you come see us in New York if you want to.
Keep us afloat, please, because we're sinking. And I feel like that
We're
little boy on the
sinking.
Titanic. And Bobby's the girl.
I'm Rose, so I'll survive.
I'm Jack, and I'm going to freeze to death.
Yep,
So
we're gonna have to
keep me afloat
I'm
with
gonna be like,
merch
bye.
purchases.
Bye, bitch. Mic drop, or like I like to say, a gym drop.
Oh.
Yep, he's in the frozen river.
I'm just going to be food for the rest.
It's fine.
It'll be fine. I'd be fine with that. I love the ocean. I love floating.
I think I have any more
I'm
announcements.
ready to float in the ocean, actually.
I know. I kind of need an ocean moment.
I want to think about something real quick.
Okay.
Have you ever really realized how much you are just absolutely nothing
Mm-hmm. Yes.
and a part of everything else?
Yes.
And I'm talking like we are made of matter that's just like the same shit as everywhere else in the universe. We just happen to be combined in a certain way to be like this, to be able to have thoughts like this. But in reality, we're no different than anything else, like a rock. Like we think of rocks and we're like, they can't think of anything. They're nothing. It's like, no, they're the same as us. We have the same shit in us. And then you realize, like, after you die and you dissolve, you literally become a part of everything else. Like suddenly I am part of a fucking
I am a tree.
soil. I am a tree. I'm going to be floating in the air, the oxygen in me.
Then you
And
can
it's
almost
like,
get reformed into a human.
you eventually probably parts of you will.
It's weird
Maybe
because
enough of you will eventually be
how
back
could
into
you
a
do
human
that?
form.
How would that happen?
Well, because if we live and die in the same area all the time, everything around us absorbs part of us as we get buried in a cemetery, and then enough of the stuff that people live
weird.
there absorb that, we could be reassembled. Maybe
Eventually.
maybe not perfectly. But
Eventually.
this is the idea of reincarnation. Over thousands
I
and
kind of
thousands of
actually-
years, maybe this has happened.
Well, and you know, deja vu is like a real. To me, I really
Yes.
feel like there's a thing.
like scientifically, there are multiple worlds, multiple
for sure.
universes. Why isn't there any cross interference? Why? Maybe we are
There
getting a
is.
little bit of
We are
something from
cross-interfering.
another universe. And we're like,
Just think about
we've met before.
I know, but really,
We've met before.
yeah.
Why do
I know
some
you?
things just click as soon as you start talking about
You'll never
something? I know
know.
what you're going to talk about.
Yeah.
What is clicking?
It's really bizarre.
Is it somewhere else where we are the same person? I don't know.
No, and that's like everywhere, everything all at once. I mean, we have different versions of ourselves in all these different universes with whatever option we took at the time we took the option.
Yeah.
So it's deep. It's
so
scary.
basically, give yourself room to be all of
Give
those.
yourself space.
Space to be
Do
everything.
your thing. Do it.
Feel it all.
If you're questioning, like, I don't know if I should, you should.
Right.
Because again, I don't want you to be left just skin and bones and not able to do things like you used to do.
Skin and bones.
Well, I just thought of like a dead person.
Skin and bones.
Just don't be skin and
like
bones.
some dead cattle wasting away in the desert.
And it's true. We don't want you to be that way. So anyway, we hope you enjoy your weekend. Actually, it's not Pride weekend for us. We'll be
It's
back.
not yet.
We'll be back before Pride.
Unfortunately,
so
we'll be back before Pride.
we'll have a week.
Okay.
All right. Well, thank you for listening. Have a good week, and we'll see you next time, or hear you next time. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
That was. I felt like it was an infomercial at the end there.
It was. I'm blacked out. I don't know how, but I've had 2